Every brand has an icon, a legend that carries its history. For Honda, that legend is the CB line, a badge that shaped street motorcycles for decades. So what happens when Honda brings back the spirit of legendary motorbikes like the CB750F? Well, today, that legend is back. This is the Honda CB1000F, unveiled in late 2025, built on more than 60 years of CB heritage. And, believe it or not, but I was able to test ride it right here in Japan on its official release date. So let's find out about my impressions on this world premiere, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I got a bit carried away. But first, quick introduction to this motorbike. Honda designed it under the concept of a best balanced roadster, a bike meant to deliver the big bike presence without sacrificing everyday usability. Under the tank sits a 1000cc inline 4 with Fireblade DNA, retuned for road riding. Pretty strong low to mid-range torque, 103 Nm at 8000 RPMs and around 122 horses. The chassis is equally modern, fully adjustable 41mm Showa front forks, a Pro-Link rear shock, radial 4-piston brakes with very large floating discs, and a full electronic suite. It has everything. Name it, you got it. Cornering ABS, 6-axis IMU, throttle by wire, and multiple riding modes. Styling-wise, it's unmistakably a tribute to the CB750F. The round headlamp, the twin horns tucked beneath it, the bold tank lines, the steel plate fuel tank, everything reminds us of the design philosophy Honda calls dignified style with lightness. So here's the big question. Does this bike deliver the perfect mix of heritage, everyday usability, and modern performance? Well, let's find out.
はい、行ってきます。What's up, guys? World premiere! I can try this CB1000F that just got released right today. Like it's crazy. I think I must be the first English-speaking person in the world trying this CB1000F. But anyway, I'm super happy. This is the brand new CB1000F, and my first impression, my very first impression, and it was a little bit of a shock to me, is how light it is. Like, or rather, how light it feels, because the handle, seriously, it's almost scary how light it can feel. Let me just show you a quick things. Like right now, I'm in rain mode. I'm gonna switch. So you have a mode switcher. Okay, come on, switch. User 1, user 2. Next. Standard. Let's stay in standard. Let's turn left here. Hopla. In all safety. Very easy to handle. It's really super light. It's frankly shocking. I really also appreciate the reactivity. We can see that Honda has tuned this engine specifically in order to make it reactive low in the revs. You can tell. Compared to my CB650R, okay. It's really reactive for 4-in-line, even low in the revs. I'm a little bit disappointed though by one little thing. Maybe I was expecting too much, but I'm really sitting straight on this bike. I thought the seat would be a little bit more sportive. I really need to stand straight for feeling comfortable on this bike. The screen is super high quality. It's very clear. I really like it. There are a lot of connectivity and stuff that I don't really care about. But once again, I feel like I'm sitting on a Harley almost. Like maybe I'm going a little bit. I'm exaggerating by saying that, but I wish the seating was less straight. That's something to consider. I really like the design of this bike, but the way you're sitting on this thing, I'm not sure how much I like the seating position. The engine really... Very nice reactivity. At no point do I doubt the stability of this motorbike. Like, it feels stable, it feels like Honda. Very good, very sweet to handle. No quirks or weird things happening here. I'm gonna try braking a little bit. Oof. I was a little bit surprised by this braking, like the suspension feel really, really spongy. Maybe I had a little bit too much expectation of something a little bit more sporty, but riding it right now, it feels a little bit too safe, I would say. Like, I feel like I'm on a cruiser rather than a roadster. I don't know if it's the large size of the tank, the setup by default. And I'm not talking about the engine, because the engine, well, there are modes, there is a sports mode and that kind of stuff, but I don't want to be pejorative and say something that I don't mean, like soulless or whatever, but it's such a shame. Like, the bike is comfortable, the seat is very, very comfortable, but is there such a thing as too comfortable for a motorbike? I think there is. First impressions are a little bit underwhelming, but I think it's all related to my expectations. Like, I thought it would be a little bit more sporty, and the seat combined with the suspension that are a little bit spongy. Well, the engine is reactive, and I really love the sound of this motorbike. It sounds really good. This exhaust is really singing. This bike probably deserves a little bit more time. Maybe if I ride it more, I might get a little bit used to the seating position, but and also I really love the looks. But yeah, look at this. Seriously, like, the suspension is tuned in a way that prioritizes comfort rather than road feel. I think this bike could be really a great cruiser or something for trips, rather than the type of usage that I do have. I wish it did a little bit more for my taste. Anyway, that's just a first impression, so don't, if you're interested in this bike, you should try it by yourself. I just guess that I expected a CB1000R, while this is a CB1000F, different philosophies. I am really, really curious, because I will go compare with the GSX-8 TT, and we will see from Suzuki, and we will see a little bit how both compare. I know it's not the same intention, but they are both roadsters at the end of the day. I love the design of this motorbike really a lot. I think it's the perfect mix between retro and modern, but maybe I'm a little bit too young to ride something that feels that safe and that comfortable to ride. And don't mistake me, like, when I say comfortable, I'm not saying this is a trail or anything, but for a roadster, it still plays it a little bit by the books. It's really nice to have low revs, power accessibility, but yeah, still need to get my feelings in order. I want to say some good things about this bike though. The connectivity and all that kind of stuff is really nice, and also I think if you're hesitating with CB1000R but you want something just a little bit more chill, I think this is really a good bike for you. Like, Yahoo! It has a lot of, it has plenty of power, and it feels just a little bit safer than what the CB1000R or the CBR1000R might offer to you. So I think this bike is probably a better solution for someone who wants to be a little bit more low-key. No, honestly, great bike, but maybe not the ideal bike for someone like me with my taste. Sports mode. Oh, nice. Oh, in sports mode it's even more reactive. Oh, but this suspension is really bringing down the bike a little bit. I wish it was more firm. Whenever I brake, I can really feel my body go ahead. That's not a feeling. That's not a very pleasant feeling. It has plenty of power, but does the fun come only from the power? I don't think so. The location of the comments is pretty good. Like, everything is intuitive. It's also a keyless bike, so no scratching from a key holder. Well, whether you like or not keyless bikes. I really wish that the seating, the position when you sit, was a little bit more leaning forward, and the suspension was less spongy. It feels very light, but in terms of size, it feels big. The thing is teleporting you, not moving you around. I really enjoy. The engine is good. I know I'm saying conflicting things. The engine, I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's really great. The rest is what I'm less convinced. I cannot help myself but think that when I was seated on that CB1000F, I felt like I was in my late 40s. I know it sounds stupid or ridiculous or whatever you want, but I felt like I was too young for being sitting on that bike. Like, it felt aimed for someone in their late 40s who would like to have something powerful but also comfortable. So yeah, it's a little bit of a tough sell for someone like me in his mid-30s. Like, as soon as I sat back on my CB650R, I was like, finally a position in which I can have some fun. So yeah, I think maybe I'm simply not the public for the CB1000F, especially given the retro design it has. I think it suits some people who are a little bit nostalgic for an era in which when they were young, some bikes were making them like go crazy, and finally they can afford it now, but they still don't want to give up on certain aspects which are not what I'm looking for. Oh, nice. Makes me hungry. It's nice fruits like that. So yeah, I was saying, I don't want to sound too harsh with that bike because I really like the design, and the power was there. The engine, honestly, top notch. It lacked something. But well, I would like to say also that those are only my opinions. I think it's a great bike. If you enjoy that bike and you test it and you love it, please go ahead. Like, I'm not influencing anyone. I'm just giving my honest thoughts. And now I hope you enjoyed this review. I was really excited to be able to test this motorbike on its release date. I haven't seen on YouTube any other English review for the CB1000F. So if you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe, and you know the drill. I'm not gonna repeat what all YouTubers say, but it's always appreciated when we get some support as a growing channel. So cheers to you and have a nice day.